All right, let's do it. Hi everyone, I'm Mike Godwin. We're here for the All-Star Selection Show. I got Dan Schultz to my left, Dave Mulvaney to my right. How you guys doing today?
I'm pumped.
Great. You're doing a great job.
It's All-Star time.
You're doing a great job.
This is my first time being the anchor.
Yeah.
Is that what that's called now?
Yeah, anchor. You're the anchor,
First
man.
time?
The host. You're the host of the
I might have to
show.
just take over the show after today.
All right, don't get too far ahead of yourself.
All right, let's.
Well, we know he has a history of doing that. So,
Let's make some picks.
so
All right.
what Dan and I are going to do is we're going to make our selections for the B division. We're doing something a little differently this year for the B and the A. I mean, we did something similar last year. We had 2 players pick. We thought about doing that again. We strongly considered it, but with the amount of time we have from now until the All-Star game, we just knew we could get this done today and get all the information out. So that's the direction we went. So Dan and I, we're going to go through all the B division All-Stars and select our team. Mike, if you want to start off,
In the sense, we got Team Dave versus Team Dan.
Everyone's been waiting to see this matchup.
Yeah.
I will be staring daggers right through him all draft.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the All-Star game is the most important game that we play all year, so we take it
And
seriously.
the All-Stars were picked by the top 20 guys for player efficiency rating. So I'm gonna go through and name all the players first, and then we'll get started with our picks.
Top 22.
Top 22, because we got some people that can't make it.
Yeah.
All right, so we got number 1, Tyre Hudson. Number 2, Damien Ware from Wildstyle. Number 3, Moses Denby from In the Mix. 4, John Rodriguez from the faculty. Number 5, Torian Temple from the Hot Shots. Number 6, Bill Raybould from Delaware. Number 7, Jeff Lawson from the faculty. Number 8, Troy Madison from Elite. Number 9, John Moore from J Squad. Number 10, Dante Woody from Elite. Number 11, JP Hurley from the Fireballers. 12, Lance Johnson from J Squad. 13, Malcolm Weaver from Elite. 14, Wes Huntoon from Old School. 15, John Radulski from Wait For It. 16, Dan Glazer from J Squad. 17, Alec Vasquez from Elite. What number am I on? 18, Mike James from Hot Shots. 19, Ted Dwyer from J Squad. 20, Joe Walsh from Delaware. And 21, Gavin Bethel from Doc's Hot Shots.
One player who was left off there intentionally, Daquan Peterson actually finished in 3rd, but we were already notified that he couldn't make it. So any other teams, if you know a player can't make it, or players that watch this, if you know you definitely can't make us, please let us know so we can fill in that spot. We ordered enough shirts and everything for 10 All-Stars in each team, so we'd like to at least fill it out. So Dan and I, we flipped a coin already. Dan won the toss. Dan, you're up.
First pick, Team Dan goes with Tyre Hudson, MVP of the B division so far this year.
Team Dan Tyre.
Yes.
Dan, I mean, it's hard to argue that pick, and I'm surely not going to. But I went a little different route. I'm going to go with a little size first. Player, I mean, Tyre, obviously, most of these players could probably play in the A division. But I'm going to go with someone who is absolutely an A division player in Torian Temple as my number 1 pick. He just crushed the faculty this past week on the offensive glass. I expect him to do the same thing for me in the All-Star game this weekend.
So these are your 2 picks making the big money.
These are the ones that are pulling in the big contracts.
All right.
With my number 2 pick, I got to go with the fastest guy in the league, quickest point guard, probably the best pure point guard in the league, Moses Denby.
I like that.
Dan, this hurts a little bit. I was actually hoping that since you went Tyre number 1, that you would have went a different position number 2. I think you're stocking up on 2 players there that want to have the ball in their hands the whole game. I think it's going to come back to bite you. That's why I'm going with my number 2 pick. I'm going to take the tallest guy, or, you know, he's up there, tallest 1 or 2, in the B division, in John Radulski. John, do not let me down. Dan's been talking trash about how you're fading away, all kinds of stuff. I want you to fire up those 3-pointers. This is an all-star game.
So far, Dan's
Put a show
going
on.
with quickness. You're going with height.
Yes.
Did you say John Rodriguez? Oh, okay. I thought you meant John Rodriguez.
No, John Radulski, number 2.
Rodriguez, number 2. Gotcha. Okay.
Dan,
Number three, I can't believe he's still on the board, and I'm sure he can't believe it either. Damian Ware. I'm going ultra small ball this game.
Last year's top guy, wasn't it, for player efficiency rating?
Yeah, you know what, Dan?
Ultra
Number
small
two.
The
ball.
reason he's still on the board is because you don't go point guard, point guard, point guard.
You can make a case that
Dan with 3
Couple
point
of
guards.
shots.
Dan, I'm sitting here trying to use some strategy, and I don't know what the heck you're doing.
Not much height
small
for
ball.
Dan.
You're going to end up having 5 point guards out there, and everyone's going to be like, what was Dan doing? Everyone's probably really questioning your strategy right now. At number 3, I'm going to go with, I call him a point forward.
Oh.
Just more fans showing up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a point forward. The best inch-for-inch rebounder we have in this league in John Rodriguez from the faculty.
John Rodriguez.
Okay.
My number 3
It's a good
pick.
pick.
Number 4.
I am going with a little
Daniel.
size now. He's probably more of a center, but he can play power forward too. I'm going ultra small ball, backcourt, 1, 2, 3, 3 guys that can beat you off the dribble. Number 4 pick, I'm going Dante Woody from the league.
Very athletic.
Shoots 56% from the field. Smart shooter.
Are you sure you don't want to go with another point guard?
I'm sure.
Are we all out of point guards? Is that why you didn't go point guard this
I think
time?
so. Yeah.
Next up, since I'm
Speaking of John
actually...
Rodriguez,
Eric, you were just chosen. John, welcome to my team. Welcome to my team. You were just chosen.
Team Dan.
Just
Team.
chosen.
How's it going?
I tried to get you, but he got me right before I was going to get
He
you.
was trying to get every point guard in the league.
I
So.
was.
Next up, at my number 4 pick, because I'm actually trying to fill out positions and not just pick every single point guard here, I'm going to go with Lance Johnson, who can also play off the ball and a knockdown shooter.
Why are you saying that with a tone that's directly
Yeah,
kind of
that
negatively
is kinda-
towards me?
I'm battling here. I'm battling here with you.
him last year. Now you're going to pick against him?
Dan, next up is your number 5. Why don't you round out your top 5 pick with this one, right?
Round out start
My
lineup.
number
Let's hear
5
it.
pick will be kind of surprising, but I still think his team doesn't look for him enough when he's out. I've seen them play a couple times, including against this past week when he played against us. I need another big man. My number 5 pick is going to be Gavin Bethel. from
Gavin
Kentucky.
Bethel.
My man, my best friend.
Now-
on the boards.
Now, hold on a minute.
Rounding out the top 5.
You and Gavin have a little bit of history, though. I mean, it's all friendly fire. But you guys seem to like to go back and forth a little bit. Are you guys going to be able
Are
to...
you trying to suggest that he would mail in this game to try to get back at me?
No, I don't think he would, but I think if it comes down to it, where he could win the game for you or not, I think Gavin is going to blow it. So he knows I'll get
John Radowski with your number 2 pick, and you sit there and you question me picking Gavin with my number 5?
John Radowski is a former MVP of the B division.
He is struggling this year, though.
He comes to play in the All-Star games when he hasn't had
He's looking like
when he
old
hasn't
man.
had a crazy night
He's
the
looking
night
like-
before,
He's
like he did
fine.
last
He's
year.
looking like old man Winter.
Oh, I'm pumped.
You're
I picked to win.
You're
I picked to win.
Radowski's looking like the white Greg Oden, as you touched on before. He's looking like old man Winter. All right, he doesn't have it anymore.
So Dan, go ahead. Why don't you call out who your starting 5 are right now?
Our starting 5.
Just name them real quick, and then we'll finish out the rest of the roster.
Tyre Hudson, Moses Demby, Damian Ware, Dante Woody, and Gavin Bethel. That's my top 5.
Let's hear who's rounding out your top 5.
My top
Start
5.
lineup. Dave.
We have Torian Temple. I have John Radowski. They're my 2 big guys. All right. We got my center. We got my power forward. I got John Rodriguez. That's right. That's right. He's on my. I call John Rodriguez the best inch-for-inch rebounder in this league.
Inch for inch.
Number 3, John Rodriguez.
Not pound for pound.
Inch for inch.
Inch for
inch.
All right, number 4.
Number 4, I have Lance Johnson, and number 5, Mike Jones. You guys are gonna get beat up. Beat up.
Now, Dave, I see you have 2 Hot Shots B players in your starting 5. Is that because they just beat us?
I like the way they play together.
They did.
I'm going for
They're
chemistry.
So you went for height and
I have size.
the whole
I have
team
2.
is physical.
We are going to dominate them on rebound.
What is that called? Physicality?
A lot of physicality in
That's
this
a
game.
big word.
I know. That's hard to pronounce.
Goes and takes the middle seat. All of a sudden, he's throwing these big words around.
I feel good in this.
All right, Dan. Let's move on. You're going for your 6th
Are you
man.
hosting the show or am I hosting the show?
Well, I was just.
Dan, number
Just
6.
get a little power hungry over here. Number 6, I got to go with one of my teammates from last year, glue guy, shooting well from everywhere on the floor this year, John Moore.
John
From
Moore.
J Squad.
6 man.
You don't think John
surprised
would have
you
been there
haven't
maybe
taken
another
Jake.
round or two later? You don't think you could have waited to get John in another round or two?
Oh dear, I'm not going to sit here and have you disrespect John Moore like
I'm surprised you
that.
haven't
He's my
taken on
sixth
J
man.
squad yet.
I'm going to start calling him Aaron McKee after all the threes he's going to be hitting this game. Okay?
Next up, I'll match your three-point shooting with some three-point shooting of my own.
Oh, okay.
Who has range for days? He can pull up from 100 feet away, and he might do it. Jeff Lawson. Jeff Lawson.
Jeff.
I'm keeping the faculty together. We will have no chemistry problems on this team.
Jeff Lawson.
Well, there'll be. That's all your shots, though.
Can I
That's
talk?
All the shots are gone. All the shots is gone. I just wanted to know that.
Now, if Jeff Lawson has a good game as the 6 man, he will become the 6 man.
Of the faculty? I like it.
I mean-
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You better not affect my all-star team thinking like that.
All right, Dan, number 7.
Number 7, another guy to spell one of my mini point guards, Joe Walsh from Delaware.
Joe Walsh. You got a lot of ball handlers on your team.
Do you have anybody over 5'9" yet? Come on.
You know what?
That's disrespectful.
That's
Yeah.
very disrespectful. Saying that people on
He
the
picked like 17
play
point
basketball.
guards out of his first 6 picks.
Yeah, because they're all good players.
I
And
don't
you
know if
probably
that's
want them.
possible, but
Yeah, that's
Dave, go ahead.
Next up,
mathematically.
this is my steal of the draft right here in Bill. Bill
Bill.
Raybold from
Bill,
Delaware.
no last
Bill.
name.
If he shows up.
Bill will be there. Bill, you'll be there.
We are.
Or else it will be held against him.
I think it's
Forever.
already confirmed that he's going to be there, right?
I think it may be
it's
confirmed. Sleeper pick right
Bill,
there.
no last name.
When you can have a guy like Bill coming off your bench for the All-Star game, whew, you're in some
All right,
trouble,
Dan.
man.
Who's up next for you?
Number 8, I have Alec Vasquez from the league.
Another guard.
Shooting guard, point guard combo.
Another
Listen,
guard.
the All-Star game, it's a fun kind of game. It's a run and gun kind of game. You want a lot of point guard, shooting guard kind of players on your team.
I am going to pick a player next that he joined the Fireballers, and he didn't just have one pair of shoes to fill. He had 2 pair of shoes to fill, and man, has he done it. J.P. Hurley. I don't know if J.P. even realized it. He replaced the Mulvena brothers, and is putting up more points than them, and probably dishing out more assists than they did combined.
And also leading the league in field goal attempts. Oh, wait. Second.
This is not the video of you taking shots.
No. No. I'm not
JP,
saying-
I want you to take that out on Dan's team
I
this week.
said this in the
Just
recap
kidding.
video. He's been taking shots at all
I'm not taking
All-Stars.
shots.
JP does whatever he has to do to give his team a chance to win
They're
the game.
confusing compliments. I said field goal attempts. I didn't say
Dan,
that's a slight.
enough.
I've heard JP's a Joe guy, a real good guy in the locker room too.
Tyler Hudson's leading
Who's your
field
next
goal
pick?
attempts. All right, number 9, Dan Glazier from J Squad.
Dan finally went big.
Yeah,
Man.
a couple big guys.
All right, Dave.
We're getting close to the end now, so what I need on my team is I need a guy who's going to keep everybody together, a player coach. I'm going, so I can just sit back and relax. I'm going with Ted Dwyer.
Uh-oh.
Who would have thought Ted would be around this late in the just
How,
the things-
how dare you disrespect him like that?
Oh, how? How so?
Oh wait, I thought you. Never
I
mind.
just want to say that there's
How
been.
dare you?
Don't turn the tables off.
Since when do people on the show not listen to the host? You guys are just yapping. I can't get a word in.
I misunderstood what he was trying to say.
Now.
I was taking a shot at Ted. I apologize.
J Squad has 4 representatives in
Yes.
this game.
Well deserved.
And you guys split them up 2 and 2. Now, is that going to hurt chemistry for the
Might be some
regular
strategy
season?
we might have talked about before. And so we want them to go at it.
That's our only way to take J Squad down, separate them in the All Star game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan, who's your next pick?
My number 10 pick, a little bit. Let me see. I'm gonna go with Malcolm Weaver. That's it. From the league.
I want to touch on what Mike just said about 2 guys each on J Squad. It's clear that on J Squad, Ted Dwyer and John Moore are the leaders.
Correct.
So I feel like whoever wins this game is the better leader.
You know how I misinterpreted it? I thought you said, who thought Ted was going to be in the All Star game? That's what I
Oh,
thought.
absolutely. Ted has been having an unbelievable season.
Yeah.
My number 10 pick. You can call it a sleeper. You can call it what you want. One of the best 3-point shooters we have in the B division, Troy Madison. I'm a little. The only reason I'm picking him so late is because I feel like his confidence has just seeing his head down after the game this past week when they lost it in the mix. This is a pick based mostly on where his confidence level is right now. He might have been a top 5 pick if he had won that game.
I see what you're doing now. You picked both of the representatives from your team, the faculty, on the same team, and you're splitting everyone else up.
Absolutely.
Cause some drama.
I do what I gotta do.
Teams.
With my number 11 pick,
Let
Team Dan selects Wes Huntoon.
West
From Old
Huntoon. Okay.
Now, we went into this, each going to pick 11. We found out Daquan's not going to be here, so Dan got to select 11. I'm at 10 right now. Once we hear if anybody's dropping out, we will add a player to there, so stay tuned.
I'd like to say to those of the show, I like my trophies to be pure gold. And
with the number 2 on them.
No, not with number 2.
You are used to number 2.
You know what? I want an apology after I win the game next week on top of my gold trophies and my gold medals. Okay? That's all I demand.
Dan, I don't think I can do that for you.
There you have it. Team Dave versus Team Dan. We know how this always ends.
You're just not used to me being a host. I'm supposed to be saying that. Sick of it already. Sick of it.
You want to end the show, host?
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see everyone on Sunday. Team Dan, Dave. Team Dave.
Oh, man.
This is Dave here. Team Dave versus Team Dan.
You had one job.
See everyone on Sunday.